Hello everybody and welcome back to GreedFall. Robert Rambles here and thank you so much for joining me today. We are still in Serene. We have a ship waiting to take us to the new world where all kinds of adventure and terror and war will take place. But for now we are still in Serene and we have a few side quests to wrap up here. We're going to go over to the Harbor Master's office. We have to tamper with his ship log to get some important supplies to the new world. And this is our way of cutting through bureaucratic red tape, is simply to alter the manifest ourselves. And we've kind of learned that if we explore, we're bound to find items, coins, and some log notes and entries and diary excerpts and stuff like that. Zones controlled by other factions. This zone is under the control of another faction than yours. Certain places are forbidden to you. A costume of the faction will allow you to trick the guards. You can also try a stealth approach, but if a guard spots you, it will result in a violent response and damage your reputation with the faction. Really? Okay.
Do you have any idea how to get in there without being noticed?
Let's take a look around the building. We might find a less conspicuous entrance.
I think I just
Where is the manifest to be found?
I think I just
I've
walked in
already
the
been
front
to
door.
the port authorities. They keep the official documents upstairs.
So I don't know. Their little dialogue there about finding another way came about 1 second too late before we just kind of barged in the front door. But we're here now. I'm not seeing the manifest here. Oh, hi.
To the others! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Let's see if we can finish this guy off at least. There we go. Let's use our Q attack does quite a bit of power, and we get up to 4 charges of it when our fury meter is fully charged. We can tap Q up to 4 times. And that made short work of these guys. Well, sorry bros. They did warn us that we'd have to have a violent confrontation, but a little bit too late, so... Ooh, our skill with lockpicking is not high enough. We don't have any points in lockpicking currently. Anybody up here? Okay, we can kind of stealth around, but I don't think it would have helped us downstairs. Okay, so we're not in the right part of the building, but that's okay. We need lockpicking, like, badly. And we don't have any points to spend. Yeah, so if we wanted lockpicking... Was it in talents? Yes, it was in talents. That might be something that we should pick up. Because now I just want to know what the heck is in these crates, you know? And I don't know if we're going to ever be able to come back here, so if we level that up while we're still in Serene, we might want to come back. Oh, there's a door over here. Does it take us anywhere? Certainly does. Alright, let's see. Gold coins. We have a sailor's coat, which looks like a pretty big upgrade from what we're wearing. Sailor boots, sailor gloves. Let's check this stuff out, shall we? We'll go ahead and definitely equip that. Elemental resistance 8%, magic resistance 6%. We got some gloves. And we got some boots as well. Alright, well that's a lot better. Let's check out what else we have. Now I think the Discoverer's hat is something that came with pre-order. We're going to keep our felt hat on. Same thing with our weapons. Although, where did we get this from? Oh, that's pretty cool. So we could equip a pistol or a rifle, and it doesn't seem to matter if it's one-handed or two-handed. Good to know. Let's see how we look. Pretty fashionable, if I do say so myself. And another locked chest.
Here's the ship's manifest. We only need to add our merchandise to the list.
Key to the Serene Harbor Jail? Tamper with the ship's log. We did that. Okay. Well, we've added our precious cargo to the list. We don't really know what it is, but we're assuming it's weapons and armor and stuff that's going to be absolutely necessary. I hope it doesn't turn out to be anything that bites us in the ass. But since every single choice you make in this game is supposed to matter in some way, that could be a definite possibility here. I mean, we did kind of break in here, kill some guys, and alter the manifest. And the thing is, like, people kind of know who we are. We're, like, recognizable in the streets. So, you know, probably shouldn't be running around doing this kind of stuff. But we're doing it anyway.
If you wore a Naut uniform and you were able to keep your mark hidden from them, they might let us in, unless we just offered them a drink. These sailors rarely refuse one.
I see where this is headed. If we drop a little soporific in their glasses, the way will be clear. I'll just need to find the proper ingredients, but it's doable.
He wants to, what, put these guys to sleep? Is that what his plan is here? Let's see if we can do some stealth stuff. Clear out the warehouse guards. Oh, okay. Alright, here's the prison. We have to interrogate some guys.
Smuggler?
You snuck yourself in here just to ask me that question? If this is some sort of trick to get me to admit to some crime, you are truly twisted.
You can see for yourself that I'm no Naut. Come now. Are you the one I'm looking for?
I'm already locked up. What more do I risk? Yes, I am a smuggler. But I'm not the only one in this city.
I'm searching for a couple fleeing to Leme. They're trying to leave the city discreetly. Have they contacted you?
You certainly can't imagine I'm going to answer you without getting something in exchange. I don't really think of my clients as kin, but I'd never betray any of them for free.
A real saint you are. How about your freedom in exchange for your loyalty? Tell me where I can find them and I'll open this cage.
That works for me. Your two Telemites are hidden in a warehouse behind this very prison. They must be waiting for me, but you might want to be quick about it. If the Nauts get their hands on them, they'll find themselves in this same cage.
Thank you.
Anytime. And these doors? You're gonna open them, right?
We said we were going to, and yeah, did we open them? Yeah, let's go ahead and open them.
Thank you, my
we
lord.
should at least keep our word, you know.
I'll slip outside without being seen.
Alright, we're not worried about you, trust me. It's the rest of these guys that we're kind of letting everybody out at once, and who knows. But we told him we'd let him out, he told us what we wanted to know, and that's good enough for me. All he was accused of is trying to smuggle, so he's trying to smuggle people out of here that don't want to be here anymore. I don't really see anything wrong with that. I feel like we're very close to just getting into some, like, straight-up combat here. Okay. Not with this guy. So I don't think these folks are just gonna let us in here. But perhaps there's a back way. Doesn't really seem like it. So regretting not picking up lockpicking. If you're gonna play the game and you haven't started yet, pick up lockpicking. It's gonna be invaluable if you plan to spend time here in Serene. And it's probably only gonna pay dividends going forward. That's what, 6 or 7 chests that we couldn't loot? Because they're all gated by lockpicking. That's a damn shame. At least we got something in here we could loot. Okay, looks like we're just going out the same way we came in. No back exit or entry to this place. So how do we want to approach this? I guess we could just go right at it.
Hello? What can I do for you?
We're the relay. You're dismissed.
Finally! We were starting to grow moss. Courage, me hearties. The path is clear.
That was
We should
easy.
notify the men. They need all the time they can get.
Who is there?
May the Illuminated save us. Did the smuggler send you?
The man to which you are referring was arrested and thrown into prison, but revealed to me your hiding place.
Oh, the traitor!
Have you come to deliver us to the Inquisition then? Please, please, have pity on our souls. We have committed no crime. We are not heretics. We are nothing more than historians.
In that case, why is the ambassador of Teleme so concerned about your teachings?
Because he's a dick.
Why is the Inquisition looking for you, and why are you hiding?
Our only error was wanting to publish our work.
Because they're dicks.
It's true. We presented our research, but it didn't please the censor. And here you have the result.
We fled all the way to Serene, thinking we would be safe. But the Inquisition wants to silence us so badly that they followed us here.
Heresy is not supposed to be a crime here. I'm definitely not turning anybody over to the Inquisition. Let's ask about what they do research.
Tell me more about your research. What about it is so horrifying that it would provoke such a fuss?
Our work concerned the teachings of St. Lucius.
The disciple of Saint Matthias. The one who returned to Teleme after traveling with his master.
The very same. His writing was carefully preserved, but never seriously studied.
With the discovery of Teofredi, we thought it crucial to take a look at the original text. We wanted to verify if this island could have been the faraway place that he spoke of. The Eden of Saint Matthias.
And? What did you find?
Teofredi is without any doubt the land that our Saint Matthias and his disciples went to. But the text that we discovered was radically different from what we expected to find.
In the original text, St. Lucius doesn't speak of an Eden, of the paradise of the Illuminated. He speaks of a voice that came from the depths of the earth.
Whoa.
Which convinced St. Matthias to stay there.
It was written in black and white. And there is no doubt about it. The original was written in Lucius's own hand.
I understand now what that text has cost you. This voice from the depths sounds more the power of a demon than a saint.
That's what I was
The
thinking.
sacred texts are always difficult to interpret, but what is written is written.
And so, of course, the church wants to rewrite history for their own purposes.
Who were you hoping would give you asylum?
We were hoping to reach Al-Sad. The Inquisition won't chase us into the den of their enemies.
Our research won't interest the Bridge Alliance, or at least I doubt it. But at least we'll be safe.
By entering Al-Sad as clandestines, you risk being taken for spies.
That would be better than being burned at the stake.
Yes, indeed.
Did you try speaking with the censors? You could forget what you have discovered, perhaps.
Oh, we have signed already an abjugation stating that we misunderstood the sacred texts of St. Lucius. We were even ready to say that we had never seen the true text, or anything else that would have pleased them.
It served no purpose. It's our lives they are after.
I see. Well, you have no other choice but to run and seek refuge in enemy territories.
I beg of you, please do not deliver us to them. Let us continue on this path.
So the truth needs to come out. I'm not going to turn them over to the Inquisition. That's horrible. The Bridge Alliance probably is just going to think they're spies like we said. I'm going to let these guys go. I would actually recommend they come to the new continent, but that's their choice. But we're going to let them go. Otherwise, they're probably going to get killed.
It doesn't sit well with me to send you to the flames. I freed your smuggler, and he'll certainly be in touch. He, or another member of his band. Be careful, and safe travels.
Oh, thank you, my lord. You are a man of noble heart. May the Illuminated protect you.
Thank you for having heard us and helped. You are truly full of kindness.
Alright, now we gotta go back and talk to the ambassador. These guys are just gonna hang out here. Seems like as good a place as any to hide out.
You have a kind heart, Greenblood. It'll be the end of you, but that doesn't bother me. I wouldn't have wanted those poor buggers to end up on a burning pyre.
Well, I'm glad we're on the
Seem
same
that I'm
page.
not the only one with a tender heart.
I like Kurt. I like that we're on the same page here. Go directly back to the embassy or stay here? We can go back to the embassy and then we can check out the map and see what's nearby. If we stay in this area, we might risk fighting because I don't think we're supposed to be there. Alright, this guy's not going to be happy, but I don't really care because he strikes me as kind of a dick.
Good day, Excellency.
Sir de Sardet, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Let's report the escaped heretics.
It pains me to inform you that the heretics you seek have fled.
Curse them! How could that possibly have happened?
I'm gonna tell him the truth. Should we tell him the truth or should we lie? This is funny. You know, if we tell this guy the truth, the faction's gonna hate us forever. But then again, I kind of hate these guys if they're burning people at the stake for interpreting, you know, text the way it was written.
After I heard the case they made for themselves, I decided to let them escape.
Hell yeah, you tell him.
What are you saying?
They convinced me that your accusations have nothing to do with heresy, and that their only crime was discovering historical truths denied by Thélème.
And you gave credence to the lies preferred by these blasphemers. Their historical truths are nothing but nonsense, fabricated to undermine the foundations of Thélème. The simple act to have proffered such horrors proves the fact that they are heretics. I fear that your youth and kind heart has blinded you, de Sardet. That is a shame. I was expecting more from a young legate who seemed sensitive to our magic.
Alright, well, yeah, I mean, I don't really care about this guy or what he thinks about us, because he seems like kind of a religious bigot. I don't think we need to talk to him anymore. I think we can just get out of here. We've said what we have to say. I wasn't going to turn those people in. They said they had even agreed not to talk about it and to, like, change their beliefs, and they still wanted to burn him at the stake.
I must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
So, yeah.
May the light guide you.
Oh, I'm sure it will. Alright, did we hit level 2 there? And if that's the case... Ooh, we have some points. Oh, we don't have any talent points, though. I'd love to get lockpicking before we leave this place. But we have a point we could spend here. One-handed blades. Firearms allows the use of pistols. Now, we already got these core skills right here. Do we want to grab anything in magic right now? Divine Ring allows the use of divine magic rings. Basic attack, shadow missile. Left control, destabilizing attack. Q, furious magic attack. Stasis completely immobilizes the enemy. And set traps. We could increase damage on firearms by 20%. We could increase one-handed blade damage by 10%. Or the heavy weapons by 10%. I do want to get into some magic. I'm going to go ahead and take Divine Ring and see if we can figure out what that's about. We can shoot basic missiles. Or wait. Can we not? Oh, this requires 2 points. Okay, so if we want this, we have to save for it. Let's just go ahead and save our points for now. And let's go ahead and be on our way. There's our main quest. Prepare a drink laced with sleeping pills. Notify the Bridge Alliance ambassador about our departure. So we could do this one because this is just talking to the Bridge Alliance who we haven't met yet. And they're probably going to have a quest for us to do as well, similar to how that guy wanted us to go find the heretics. Let's go see what the Bridge Alliance is all about, shall we? Maybe we'll like these guys a little bit more, but I'm starting to have my concerns that most of the factions are going to have these aspects about them that aren't very savory to us. And we're going to have to pick and choose kind of the lesser of evils.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade, I have been told that you were named Legate. Congratulations. Those are great responsibilities for someone as young as yourself. But you will bring honor upon your family and the congregation. Of that I'm certain.
I thank you, Excellency. I've come here to inform you of our departure for Teofredi. My cousin Constantine is about to take up office as governor of New Serene, and I'm accompanying him.
I had no idea you would be leaving so quickly. What a shame. I had thought... Well, then, that is a pity. Have a pleasant voyage. A brilliant future awaits you. They say that it is a marvelous island. Please convey to your cousin my congratulations and sincere wishes for success.
You seem slightly hesitant. Please, tell me what troubles you.
A rather unscrupulous individual has been sowing trouble in Serene. A charlatan passing himself off as an alchemist.
Do people actually give credence to these lies?
Alas, yes. They snatch up his celebrated panacea. Remedies worse than the ill, believe me. As you can well imagine, alchemists are our pride. This vulgar trickster casts dirt upon their reputation and our own at the same time. In any city of the Bridge Alliance, we would have arrested him. But here, we respect your laws.
I shall see what I can do, but make no promises. My departure is imminent.
I thank you, Excellency. And I am pleased to see you have taken so well to your new functions of diplomacy. The man operates in the city center. He is said to be clever and mean. Be careful.
Alright, let's find out some things here.
Would you be so kind as to tell me what you know about the Bridge Alliance?
With pleasure. A legate needs to know the history and strengths of his allies. The alliance was sealed by several nations of the Bridge around 200 years ago. The greatest of our cities, Al-Saad, became the capital, and a council formed from the different nations now rules. This union was originally put into place to better resist the appetites for conquering our neighbors, but our ancestors quickly realized that the union had also strengthened us economically and culturally. And of course, exchanges in knowledge were strongly encouraged from the outset. Today, it is by no means an overstatement to claim that the Bridge Alliance leads our world in science and exploration.
Very cool.
Each day, we push the limits of our understanding further in each and every domain.
I already like this guy more than the other guy.
Could you give me your understanding of the relations between the congregation and the Bridge?
Our relations hang essentially on the quality of our trade and commerce. The exchanges are very profitable, especially on the cultural front. I will not hide from you that we have hoped you would join our number for quite some time. But your princes insist on maintaining a neutral stance between the congregation and the other nations on the continent. It is by all means a respectable position, even if it means you also trade with our enemies.
And what do you know about the new land?
The Bridge Alliance has been on Teer for much longer than we have. What can you tell me?
It is true that we founded Hikmet, our newest city, around 15 years ago now.
Okay, so they've been there for a
Alas,
while.
I haven't been able to go there myself. I can only tell you what others have reported to me. It is a luxurious island. An enormous dead volcano thrones in its center. The vegetation is extremely varied, and the fauna wondrous. We discovered animals that we had never ever seen before.
What about monsters?
Some are bigger than houses.
So monsters.
But they're not the only occupants of the island. A savage and crude people also live there, who speak an incomprehensible language. But you shall discover all of this for yourself soon enough.
And what of your war with Thélème?
It has been dragging on. In fact, it has been dragging on for years. It is madness. If those bigots hadn't gotten it in their heads to convert the entire continent, we wouldn't be in this situation. But that's the way of the world. We shall not waver, whether here or on Teer.
Have you been fighting battles there as well?
From what I've been told, Thélème has wisely and tastefully built their colony far from our city. Direct conflicts are in fact quite rare. But one day they will inevitably take place.
Alright, so the charlatan is right down here. We're not going to follow up on Constantine yet. And we're going to check this out. It's actually very close, though, to Constantine, and that kind of worries me. Maybe we will, because I don't want to activate this. We probably have to go inside. Alright, let's go find the charlatan first. And we'll go from there. Are we not tracking it? No. Well, we were. Okay. Totally past it. Here he is.
Citizens, I present to you Panacea, the absolute cure of everything.
Everything.
Toothache, stomach ailment, and even an open wound. This potion
heals all of that. And more still. This little phial is the product of years of research and intensive labor. I hear you asking if this remedy can heal one from the Malachor. Alas, not yet. But your question is legitimate. I am so close to finding the cure. But the Malachor isn't the only ailment causing you to suffer. Not true? Then don't miss out on this chance and give yourself a healthy and energized life. Rejoice! A phial only costs a few coins, and well worth it to make your life shiny and new again.
I already want to get rid of this guy.
Heal everything, your potion.
Everything. Absolutely everything. Except the Malachor, of course. That being said, it is known that those in top health resist the Malachor best of all. Then don't throw away this chance. Think of all the pains that this potion could help you avoid.
You are right. It's a deal. I'm gonna take 2.
There's a man that knows a good
That guy's
deal
probably
when
a
he sees one.
plant in the
Hurry
audience.
now. There won't be enough for everyone.
People always like put
There he is.
plants in the audience to talk
He's
it
our
up and
man,
agree with
no
the
doubt.
person who's
His
spouting that
speech is
nonsense.
well polished. I even feel like buying some.
I
And
don't.
if we had a word with him, I wonder if he'll serve us the same routine.
Yeah, maybe we'll serve him an ass kicking. I don't like it when people try to take advantage of others, especially with what amounts to complete and utter bullshit. So let's see.
Ah, you're finally tempted.
In all honesty, I haven't made up my mind yet. I want to be certain that I'm not dealing with a charlatan.
In this day and age, I can't blame you. What might I do to convince you?
Drink it yourself.
Will you drink one of your potions to prove your good faith?
There you go.
Of course. I take a little sip every morning. But as I'm in perfect health, you won't be able to verify the improvement in my condition. But if it helps you make up your mind, give me just a moment. There now. As you see, I am still in excellent condition.
Come on now, I saw you take that vial out of your pocket.
Right, take one off the table.
Nothing proves that it's the same potion that you sell to your clients.
As a man of science, I consider skepticism a remarkable quality. But in your case, it is not skepticism, but blindness.
We need to steal one of these potions and force him to drink it.
Brilliant idea, Kurt. Let's take a look at his cart.
Is this person here dead or sleeping? I don't know. Take a look at his cart. Okay, where the heck is his cart? Back here? I think we have to go around the corner here. Look at this. Alchemical research book. These pages are covered in small, almost illegible handwriting, experiment results, patient observations, and incomprehensible symbols, but the complexity of some of the recipes leaves no room for doubt. The author was a true alchemist and was certainly very knowledgeable. It doesn't mean this guy is the one who wrote it. Letter from the innkeeper to the servant. The weird alchemist of the Alliance who rented a room upstairs specifically asked us not to clean it during his stay. This old fool must not want us to accidentally break his vials or something. So leave him his filth. The customer is always right.
To my help!
Whoa! Hi!
Come here, move away! Things are about to get
Nice.
dicey.
Good job, Kurt. You got him. Alright, I don't know who these jerks were, but made short work of them. Silver bracelet, maybe something we can sell? Magic potion, old leather coat. We don't need it, but it might be cool to see what it looks like. Whoops. Ah, it's the generic leather coat. That's pretty cool. Alright. And the bracelet, we don't have a bracelet slot, so I'm assuming it's something that we can sell for gold. Old leather cape. Now, we don't have a cape on, I don't think. And that's not going on us either. What's the difference between the coat and the cape? Oh, the coat doesn't have this cool shawl on it. That is actually pretty cool. Alright, enough of that. Yeah, and I guess now we just go confront this guy. Let's have a look around back here. Haha. I wonder if we'll be able to break down weapons and items we don't need into crafting components. That's a question I'd love to know the answer to. And that will dictate how much we are selling it, or if we're just keeping items to break them down.
Have you finally made up your mind?
I happen to have a vial of your medicine. Would you be willing to drink it in front of us? To prove that there is no risk.
This bullying is trying my patience.
Bullying?
I'm beginning to suspect
Innocent question.
you might be working for a rival.
You refuse to taste it.
You might have put something in it to cause me harm or further disgrace.
That's
No,
actually kind of
the
true.
vial is still sealed. It comes straight from your stock.
And you dare challenge me when you have just admitted to being a thief.
Come now. You can see for yourself that I'm gladly returning your vial, so that you might drink it in front of witnesses. This might help to dissipate my doubts, as well as those of these brave folk.
Yes, no, you don't have the right.
We outlogicked you.
He got away.
Oh
He
shit.
can't have gone far.
What?
Find him
Where'd he
before
go?
his head ends up on a spike.
Think
Ninja,
back to
vanish.
The note that we found. We need to take a look
Yeah,
at the
he's got a
tavern.
room at the
He won't
inn.
leave the city without
Yep.
his belongings.
He's got a room at the inn. We know that. Damn, I'm really worried that we're going to run into Constantine and stuff's just going to happen from there. Let's see if we can avoid that. That would be unfortunate. Although if we do find Constantine, I don't think that's just going to like teleport us out of Serene. We probably have to go to the boat, so it would probably be okay to find him. But I would rather focus on... What are we doing here with the workbench? Oh. That's how we make the sleeping potion. We need Inonitus, Hispidus, and Beast Essence. I have no idea where we would get those things. So there's that. Alright. So at least we know where we can craft that, but we need more ingredients for it. Let's check out the inn and see what happens. Okay, so talking to the innkeep will initiate the Constantine plot, and we'll find what happened to him. Completing quest. In GreedFall, a quest can usually be completed several different ways. Tessarte has more than one string to his bow. Cunning, persuasion, intuition, corruption, creating items from the crafting table will be some of the means available to you to reach your goals. To improve these areas, spend points in the corresponding talent trees or wear equipment that offers bonuses. Threats in combat are also options when your enemies are not receptive to your talents. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. This guy is in here, right? It's gotta be. Ah, here he is. You thought you got away, but...
You again? What are you doing in my room?
I'm not the only one that has found you. Have you seen the mob that is gathering in the street?
I'm neither deaf nor blind. By the spheres. Why didn't I leave the city while there was still time?
The Alliance ambassador is quite unsettled by your commerce, and he is the one who sent me.
Sahin? Him again. Ruining my career wasn't enough for him. He's the very reason I had to leave the Alliance. And here I am, playing the part of the potion maker. Me, who was once a respected member of the Academy of Al-Sad.
Alright, so this is going to be another one of those situations where we're hearing a different side of the story, perhaps.
Dr. Sahin warned me that you were an imposter.
That doesn't surprise me, coming from him. I was a master alchemist. I understand if you don't believe me after all that, but I have a number of documents to prove it. I would still be one if Sahin hadn't set off a chain of machinations to disgrace me.
Why does Sahin bear you such hatred?
I wasn't fortunate enough to oppose certain great minds of the Academy, to criticize their methodology. I saw them inflicting torture on sick prisoners, making them drink the most vile poisons. To find a remedy to the Malachor, they won't hesitate to kill. I could not keep my silence.
It is for an act of courage that you fell from grace and earned Sahin's hatred.
Oh man, but what is in the potions and why won't he drink it? What is he selling to the people here, regardless of how good of a person he used to be?
Are you not ashamed to have poisoned those poor souls?
These potions are not harmful. That is to say that they don't contain any harmful ingredients.
But you could just as easily produce real healing potions. So why don't you?
You don't understand. I fled, but I haven't put a stop to my own research. This potion is an attempt to create in those who drink it a resistance to the Malachor.
So you manipulate people to use as experimental fodder. That is completely unethical.
I don't have a choice, but it does not harm them, I assure you.
If this potion were inoffensive, then why wouldn't you drink it when I offered it to you?
I ran tests on myself for such a long time that I ended up becoming intolerant to it. A small sip of this mixture provokes in me now a violent reaction. The mob would have been furious in any case, but a normal dose, I assure you, is without risk.
Your methods don't seem so different than those of your colleagues.
I don't torture people. And this potion only has side effects in high doses.
Perhaps, but you're hurting innocents. I cannot let your commerce continue.
So, what are you going to do with me, sir?
Okay, this is going to be a very interesting game. There is no black and white here. What he is doing is wrong because he's not being honest with the people that he's selling the potions to. That is unethical. So, in light of everything, I'm not sure what to do with this guy. We could arrest him. We don't know what's going to happen to him then. We could help him leave the city. That's going to piss off another leader of another faction, the Bridge Alliance leader. I think we got to take this guy in. Either way, he's been breaking the law. If he wanted to run tests on people, you know, he could tell them what he's really doing and see if anyone wanted to volunteer. He could say, hey, this might be a cure for the Malachor. Not a cure, but build resistance, and then offer it to people, perhaps even for free. I think that the problem is in selling it. Oh, we gotta arrest this guy.
I'm sorry, but I don't trust you. I'm going to deliver you to Dr. Sahin.
Sir, I beg you to spare me.
I've heard enough. You're under arrest.
How unjust.
Oh, it's gonna be, the whole game's gonna be never knowing if we did the right thing. Oh, man.
I am finished. Sahin is going to throw me in the bottom of a deep cell, if not worse.
What do you think, Kurt?
Greenblood.
Whoa!
Do you need something?
What happened there? I don't... I could ask him this. It just doesn't seem the time or place to ask about Kurt's personal feelings. Let's get out of here. Let's stay here. I see a shiny. Innkeeper's storeroom key. Doesn't seem like something you want to just leave laying around, but... Oh, lock picking. Oh, lock picking. The biggest mistake I'll have made in this game will probably be not having picked up lockpicking right away. Alright, well let's try to find the storeroom, I guess. It could be in the basement level? That's the common area. What about this door here?
Locked.
Use key. Beautiful. Innkeeper's key. Opens the service door of the tavern. We will, in fact, steal and loot everything from anybody that we can.
Locked.
This is the door, so let's use the other key we just found. And this puts us out in the old warehouse. Alright. I mean, this is an area we could have gotten to a different way, I think, but... Let's do one last thing here, and we'll talk to the innkeep about Constantine's whereabouts. Our dear lost cousin.
Tavern keeper.
I see you're back. Can I pour you something this time?
I'm looking for my cousin. His name is Constantine. I believe he was intent on celebrating his departure last night.
There was indeed a party here last night, but it ended badly.
Whatever do you mean?
A brawl broke out. My tavern was shattered, and no one's paid for the damages.
I'm sorry. Amongst the rebel rousers, did there happen to be a young man? 20 years of age. Hair down to his neck, light brown, blue eyes. Quite the talker.
I don't believe it. Of course he was there. He's the man that started the fight.
Of course he
I
was.
hope you've come to reimburse me. Don't count on me to help you if that's not the case.
We could reimburse you.
What kind of damage are we talking about exactly?
A good half of my furniture was broken into firewood. I piled up the lot over there.
Well, that's useful though,
take a
right?
look.
At least it can be used as
Perhaps it can
firewood.
be repaired.
If you
Doubtful.
can fix it, I'd be obliged. If not, you'll need to pay.
Let's just pay him. We could get some more materials and repair, but we'll just pay him. I feel kind of bad that our cousin busted up his place.
Here you are, to cover your expenses.
Excellent. Honest books makes for honest friendships. Your cousin is either a very bad joker or a right good fool. He went and insulted a band of ruffians from the lower boroughs. Dangerous fellows. They've a storehouse they operate out of a few streets from here.
What kind of business do they run?
Several, actually, and they're all illegal and profitable. But you didn't hear that from me. In any case, if you were set on recovering your cousin, I would hurry if I were you. They're not the tender sorts.
Thank you for the information.
Off with ya. Get him out of whatever mess he's got himself into. Seemed like a courageous fellow. Who could down his pint. Anything else?
I need to be off.
That's all we need.
Farewell.
Goodbye.
Thank you much. Alright, so... Whoa. Desarde, just put it away, man. Alright, so we have a lead on our cousin. We need to investigate the disappearance of the not novice. We haven't really worked on that very much, so we'll go over here and check out this area. And then we're going to circle back and we'll inform the porters. We also need to go back and tell the Bridge Alliance Embassy leader that we are arresting the potion maker. So a couple of things we could do. I think we'll start down here, circle back. We might have to, we might as well grab this while we're down in this area and see what it changes into. But we're going to take a little break here, and that's what we'll be doing when we come back. I hope you guys are having fun with this one. I'm having a great time just exploring. We're learning all kinds of things about the world. The writing seems really well done. The voice acting is good. The history of the world and its inhabitants seems pretty well fleshed out for a brand new intellectual property, and that has me very excited to see what else this game has to offer. It boasts 30 hours of playtime through just the main story, and we're definitely going to tackle all the side quests that we can, so just to get the most out of it, because it seems like a really great game. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below if you're playing the game by yourselves. I'd love any tips that you have, but just no story spoilers or anything like that. So yeah, we'll see you guys again real soon. I really appreciate the support. It helps me out a lot. If you like the video, please click on like. If you want to see more videos, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It would really help me out. Until next time, take care. We'll see you again soon.